Well, gather round, neighbors. Welcome to all our good folks in the Overton County flock. I'm just mighty blessed to have you with me today. Let's just jump right in, shall we? Today, we're embarking on a truly transformative explainer. We're taking a hard, honest look at your Google business profile. For way too many hardworking folks around these parts, that profile has just become an abandoned listing, a barren field left to the weeds. But today, with a little grace and some divine digital stewardship, we're going to transform it into a shining beacon. We're talking about a true ranking factor that almost nobody treats with the respect it deserves: your business photos.
So, I've got a tough question for you, and I really want you to look deep into your heart. Are you hiding your business's light under a digital bushel? I'm talking to all our local business owners, right here from the quiet hills of Rickman all the way out to Alpine. Are you guilty of the sin of neglect? Because the data actually shows us that most local businesses upload just 6 to 10 photos when they first set up their profile. And what kind of photos are they? Lord have mercy, half of them are blurry, out-of-focus shots taken from a dusty cell phone way back in 2019, and the rest? Just stock images that have absolutely no soul. Then they just walk away and never touch that profile again. It's a tragedy, neighbors, an absolute tragedy.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The good book tells us in Matthew chapter 5, verse 15, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." Think about that. When you use fake stock images or, when you leave a generic logo floating on a plain white background for your cover photo, you're putting a bushel right over your God-given talents. The digital world needs to see your true, honest works. Your community wants to see the actual hands and the actual spaces that serve them, not a picture of some smiling models from a corporate office 2,000 miles away, right?
Section 1, Tending Your Digital Garden.
Now, ever since the days of Genesis, the Lord gave us a mandate to tend our gardens. And brethren, your Google business profile is exactly that. It's your digital garden. It requires sweat, attention, and regular watering. Google's algorithm actually expects active maintenance. The source material reveals a powerful truth here. Google tracks your photo upload frequency exactly the same way it tracks your review velocity. So if you're just praying for good rankings without putting in the labor to update your photos, well, you're expecting a harvest without planting the seeds. Every sturdy house needs a firm foundation, and in this digital garden, that righteous foundation starts with the number 30. According to the data, to truly move the needle, you need to upload a minimum of 30 real, authentic photos when you first set up your profile. 30 testaments to your hard work. Not 29, not 10, but a solid 30. And these need to be real photos showing the genuine labor and love you pour into your business every single day here in Overton County. That's how you build a bedrock that the search engines will truly respect. But listen, once your foundation is laid, you can't just walk away. And this brilliantly illustrates why. A profile that hasn't been touched in 14 months looks dead to the algorithm. It looks like a barren fig tree. You've got to bring forth new fruit. Our source tells us you need to tithe 3 to 5 new photos every single week, week in and week out. See, a profile that receives a steady offering of fresh photos every week tells Google that your business is alive, it's thriving, and it is actively serving the community. Section 2, Showcasing Your Honest Works. The book of James, chapter 2, verse 18, gives us some powerful wisdom. It says, "I will show thee my faith by my works." So let's talk about how you do exactly that across the storefronts and back roads of Livingston. These are the exact fruits of your labor that Google wants to see. They want exterior shots of your building from multiple angles. They want interior shots of your office or workspace. You gotta show them your team in their branded apparel standing proud. Show them your trucks with the logos loud and clear on the side. The algorithm absolutely loves before and after photos of the actual work you've completed. Take pictures of your team on site at a customer's property and get some good close-ups of your equipment and tools. Real sweat, real trucks, real finished jobs. That, my friends, is what actually moves the needle. Now, let's preach a little bit about your main imagery. Your cover photo is literally the very first thing folks see. It must be a high-quality, professional shot of your storefront, your team, or your actual work. Hear me now. It should not be a generic logo, it shouldn't be a stock image, and it most certainly should never be a screenshot of a customer review. Your profile photo, on the other hand, well, that should solely be your logo, and you need to make absolutely sure it's sized correctly so not a single letter gets cut off. You've got to present yourself with the dignity your business deserves.
Section 3, Naming Thy Digital Creations.
Think back to the Garden of Eden. In Genesis, Adam didn't just point at the animals and grunt, right? He purposefully named every single living creature. You need to bring that same purposeful spirit to your photo files before you ever hit that upload button. Now, what's really interesting about this is the stark difference between laziness and intention.
On one hand, we have the lazy path. A file just named img_4729.jpg. Uploading a file like that is just a wasted blessing. On the other hand, we have the righteous path, something like HVAC repair rickmantn.jpg. You must rename every photo file to something descriptive and localized. Why? Well, because the source material reveals that Google actually reads the file name as a ranking signal. When you describe the service and the town, you're speaking directly to the algorithm, telling it exactly what you do and exactly who you serve.
Section 4. Planting roots in Overton. Let's move on and see how this builds. If your business is proudly serving the good folks from the rolling hills of Monroe all the way down to the peaceful waters of Dale Hollow Lake, you need to make absolutely sure your digital roots are anchored deep in that very soil. And we do that through the miracle of geotagging. The process is pretty plain and simple. Step 1, you take your authentic photos. Step 2, you open a free online tool called GeoEmgar. Step 3 is where the magic happens, folks. You embed the geographic metadata directly into the photo. And finally, step 4, you upload it to your profile. That embedded metadata tells Google the exact latitude and longitude of where that photo was taken. Geotagged photos from your actual service area are absolute proof to Google that you truly operate where you claim to operate. It is bearing false witness no more.
Section 5. Your digital church doors.
So the crucial point is this. Your Google Business Profile is not just some directory listing. It represents those wide-open digital church doors. By treating your photos as a true, vital SEO ranking factor, by uploading 30 authentic images, tithing 3 to 5 new ones weekly, naming them with purpose, and embedding them with local geography, you completely transform a neglected page into a welcoming, thriving digital storefront. You're letting your light shine for the whole community to see. Well, neighbors, it has been an absolute joy sharing this explainer with you today. If this message has brought some light to your business, I kindly invite you to spread the good word. Please like this explainer, leave us a comment down below with a hearty amen or a question you might have, and definitely subscribe to our flock so you never miss out on the wisdom we share. Before we part ways, I just want to leave you with a heartfelt prayer. To every business owner, every hardworking family, and every precious human being watching this explainer, whether you're right here in the Tennessee Hills or anywhere across God's great earth, may your honest work be fruitful. May your digital doors be always open to those seeking your help. And may you be blessed with the courage to let your true light shine for all the world to see. Thank you so much for joining me. Bless your hearts and go tend your gardens. But I leave you with this one final question. If a local customer searches for your services tomorrow morning, are they going to find a thriving garden bearing fruit, or will they only see the weeds?